Gentlemen, you've been told your whole life that vegetables are the golden ticket to health. But right now, your energy might feel like a fading battery. Your prostate's giving you grief. And that spark in the bedroom, it's flickering. What if I told you that some healthy veggies on your plate are secretly attacking your testosterone and accelerating these problems? I'm Dr. Catherine Rocker, urologist and men's health specialist with over 20 years helping men in their 60s, 7s, and 80s reclaim their vitality. And today, I'm cutting through the noise. Mainstream advice pushed you toward vegetables without warning you about 3 specific ones that flood your body with estrogen, stiffen your arteries, and inflame your prostate. Stick with me and I'll not only name these testosterone-wrecking vegetables backed by hard science, but I'll also show you how to tweak your cooking to neutralize their dangers. You could see better blood flow, a happier prostate, and renewed confidence in days. And let me know what you think. Type yes if this information is helpful, or no if you disagree. I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Let's get into the first vegetable you must avoid immediately. White potatoes might seem like a harmless comfort food, a go-to option for many meals. Whether it's mashed potatoes, crispy French fries, or baked spuds, they've been a staple in the diets of generations. But these beloved potatoes could be secretly destroying your testosterone levels, especially if you're over 60. Let me share the story of a 62-year-old retired engineer, Paul. When Paul came to see me, he was dealing with some frustrating symptoms: fatigue, fluctuating blood pressure, and difficulty with urinary flow. These are common complaints, especially in men after 60. So at first I didn't think much of it. Paul's diet was full of things many of us consider comfort foods, including mashed potatoes almost daily and frequent trips to fast food for French fries. He thought his symptoms were just a part of aging, so he wasn't concerned about his potato-heavy diet. However, after a deeper dive into his eating habits, we discovered a link. His daily servings of potatoes were spiking his blood sugar levels, leading to something called glycemic overload. This excess sugar in the blood was inflaming his body, accelerating his fatigue, and putting a strain on his prostate and vascular system. The issue lies in their high starch content, which is rapidly digested into sugar in the body. When potatoes are cooked in certain ways, like frying, baking, or mashing, their glycemic index spikes, meaning the rapid rise in your blood sugar and insulin levels. For most men, this isn't just a minor inconvenience. When insulin levels rise consistently over time, it leads to something called chronic hyperinsulinemia, where your body constantly has high levels of insulin circulating. This disrupts your hormonal balance, particularly suppressing the release of gonadotropin-releasing hormone GnR, which plays a key role in producing testosterone. The result is your testosterone levels begin to dip, leading to everything from low energy and muscle loss to declining sexual health. But that's not all. A diet high in high glycemic foods like potatoes accelerates oxidative stress. This is the damage done by free radicals in your body. It leads to the formation of something called advanced glycation end products AGEs, which stiffen your arteries and reduce circulation. Poor blood flow means less oxygen and nutrients reach your muscles, including your genitals. This makes it harder to stay energized, keeps your vascular system from functioning at its best, and puts additional strain on your prostate. After Paul decided to eliminate white potatoes from his diet, the changes were nothing short of remarkable. He swapped his daily mashed potatoes and French fries for healthier, lower glycemic root vegetables like turnips and carrots. The results came quickly. Within just a few months, Paul's fasting insulin levels, which had been dangerously high, dropped to a normal range. His seroactive protein CRP, a marker of inflammation in the body, decreased by 25%. That constant urge to wake up during the night to use the bathroom. Nocturia improved significantly, and he finally got a full night's sleep. But the most surprising change, his morning testosterone levels increased by 18%. That's right. Cutting out potatoes helped restore his energy, strength, and overall well-being. Paul said he felt more revitalized than he had in years. The simple dietary change made a huge difference in his life, and it could make a difference in yours too. Not all potatoes are bad. The truth is, the way you prepare potatoes matters. If you boil potatoes and allow them to cool, they form something called resistant starch, which has a lower glycemic impact on the body. This can help keep your blood sugar levels stable and minimize insulin spikes. But the key is moderation. It's not just about the potatoes themselves, but how much you eat and how they're prepared. A small serving of boiled potatoes with a balanced meal that includes protein and fiber can be a healthier choice. Next up, eggplant. Eggplant is one of those vegetables you've likely had many times, perhaps without giving it much thought. It's a popular ingredient in Mediterranean stews, Asian stir-fries, and even the increasingly popular plant-based burgers. You've probably seen it hailed as a heart-healthy, fiber-rich food that's packed with antioxidants, especially niacin, the pigment that gives eggplant its deep purple color. While eggplant does have its benefits for men over 60, eggplant can actually cause more harm than good, especially when eaten. David had no idea that the green tomatoes and fried preparation were contributing to these problems. But after coming to my clinic, the connection became clear. He was shocked. What seemed like a harmless indulgence was actually worsening his cardiovascular health and adding stress to his prostate. Green tomatoes contain a substance called toutine, a naturally occurring alkaloid. In small amounts, toutine isn't a big concern. However, when consumed in larger quantities, especially from green tomatoes that haven't ripened yet, it can irritate the vascular endothelium, the inner lining of your blood vessels. This irritation leads to inflammation, which is a major risk factor for cardiovascular issues. For men over 60, poor circulation is already a concern. And this extra inflammation can make things worse by contributing to arterial stiffness, which hampers blood flow. Tomatine also affects the prostate. Increased inflammation in prostate tissue is linked to urinary difficulties and can, in large quantities or over long periods, soline can cause low-grade inflammation in the body, particularly in the gastrointestinal system. This inflammation isn't just a minor issue. Solanine exposure increases two key inflammatory markers, IL-6 and TNF-alpha, which are directly linked to endothelial dysfunction. Essentially, this means that eggplant can hurt your blood vessels, making them stiffer and less efficient. This compromises circulation and can even affect your vascular health over time, leading to issues with erections and overall energy. The good news is that there is a way out of this cycle.
Yeah.
Take Frank, for example. Instead of cutting eggplant out entirely, he simply reduced his intake to biweekly and started removing the peel where solanine is most concentrated. The results were nothing short of transformative. His bowel discomfort decreased by 30%, a relief he hadn't experienced in months. Even better, his nocturnal erections, which had been fading, began improving significantly. And perhaps, most importantly, Frank's inflammation markers, his HSCP, high-sensitivity seroactive protein, dropped, signaling a reduction in the internal inflammation that was damaging his body. Now, this doesn't mean you can just go back to eating eggplant without thinking twice. In fact, eggplant hides in more foods than you might realize. It's often included in condiments, frozen entree, and processed meals, sometimes labeled as aubergine. This can be especially problematic for men who are already dealing with the effects of aging and inflammation. So the next time you're at the grocery store or browsing through the freezer section, make sure you're reading the labels carefully. Check the ingredient list for any mention of eggplant or aubergine and opt for meals where you can control the preparation. That way you can enjoy the benefits of eggplant without suffering its negative effects. Tomatoes are often hailed as a heart-healthy food loaded with antioxidants, particularly which helps protect. They're a go-to addition in many cookbooks, from fresh salads to savory sauces. While ripe tomatoes offer plenty of nutritional benefits, green tomatoes and even those fried in oil can drastically alter their impact on your health, particularly when it comes to circulation and testosterone levels. Let's talk about Mr. David, a 68-year-old man who thought he was making a healthy choice. Every weekend, David would enjoy a hearty portion of green tomato fritters, believing they were a tasty treat that was also good for his health. After all, tomatoes are packed with vitamins, so how could they possibly be bad? However, after several weeks of indulging in his weekend fritter habits, David began to notice some worrying changes. His angina chest pain worsened, and he found himself struggling with a slower urinary flow. These symptoms, which seemed unrelated, soon made him realize something was off. Make conditions like benign prostatic hyperplasia BPH worse if you're dealing with symptoms of prostate enlargement, like slow urination or discomfort. Green tomatoes may be exacerbating the problem. When green tomatoes are fried, the harmful effects of tomatine worsens. The oil can intensify the compound's impact, further increasing inflammation in your arteries and leading to an even greater risk of cardiovascular damage and poor circulation. The process of frying also adds unhealthy fats to the mix, which aren't ideal for any diet, but especially for men over 60 looking to protect their heart and prostate. The solution? Instead of reaching for those fried green tomato fritters, consider switching to sun-ripened raw tomato slices. When you consume raw tomatoes, you preserve their natural antioxidants like lycopene. This antioxidant is heat-sensitive, so it gets destroyed when exposed to high temperatures during frying. These antioxidants not only help protect your heart, but also offer anti-inflammatory benefits that support healthy blood flow. Mr. David made this change after learning about the risks of fried green tomatoes. Within just a few weeks, his episodes of chest pain became less frequent, and his urinary flow improved as well. A simple cooking method can either unlock valuable health benefits or turn a seemingly healthy food into a hidden threat. By opting for raw, sun-ripened tomatoes and avoiding fried versions, you're giving your body a boost of nutrients that support heart health, circulation, and even prostate function. As we move forward, we'll shift our focus to other vegetables that actively support testosterone, circulation, and prostate health in men over 60. Stick with us to reveal which vegetables can actually help protect your health instead of sabotaging it. Sweet potatoes are often hailed as a superfood, and for good reason. Known for their vibrant orange color and rich natural sweetness, they're more than just a tasty vegetable. They're a secret weapon for your testosterone levels. What makes sweet potatoes stand out is their ability to support hormonal balance in men, particularly in preserving healthy testosterone levels. This is crucial because as we age, testosterone levels tend to drop, leading to a variety of health concerns from energy dips to decreased muscle mass. Sweet potatoes offer a natural way to fight this decline and support overall health with their powerful nutritional profile. Sweet potatoes are loaded with beta-carotene, a powerful antioxidant, and provitamin A that is essential for your health. Beta-carotene plays a critical role in maintaining your testosterone levels. It works by reducing oxidative stress in Leydig cells, which are responsible for testosterone production in the testes. The less oxidative stress these cells experience too frequently. Take the case of Frank, a 65-year-old man who thought he was doing the right thing for his health. After hearing about the many benefits of eggplant, he started incorporating it into his daily meals, particularly in a delicious homemade ratatouille. He hoped the fiber and antioxidants would improve his digestion and overall well-being. For a while, it seemed like a great decision, but soon Frank began noticing some worrying changes. His leg cramps, which he thought were a normal part of aging, grew more intense. More concerning was the decline in his nocturnal erections, a key issue for many men as they age. Frank was puzzled. He'd made this healthy change to his diet. So why was his body reacting this way? The answer lies in a compound called solein, which is naturally found in eggplant seeds. Solein is a glycolioid. And while it's not a problem for most people, it can wreak havoc on men over 60 who are more sensitive to it. When consumed, looking to protect their hormonal health. Cauliflower plays a crucial role in detoxifying your body, particularly when it comes to maintaining healthy testosterone levels. This vegetable is part of the cruciferous family, which includes broccoli, cabbage, and Brussels sprouts. But cauliflower stands out as a detoxification powerhouse, working silently behind the scenes to support your hormone balance by aiding in the elimination of harmful toxins. Cauliflower helps maintain optimal testosterone levels, which is especially vital for men as they age. Let's talk about Harold, a 67-year-old man who, despite his best efforts, was struggling with low libido and elevated prostate-specific antigen PSA levels. He had been eating raw cauliflower every night, thinking it was a healthy choice to improve his well-being. Yet he felt no improvement in his symptoms. After digging deeper, we discovered the problem. You see, cauliflower contains sulforaphane, a powerful antioxidant and detoxifier, but only when it's cooked properly. Raw cauliflower doesn't allow your body to fully absorb this important compound. The result, his hormonal health wasn't being supported the way it should have been. The solution? Lightly steaming the cauliflower for just 3 minutes before eating it. By gently cooking it, we unlocked the sulforaphane, and within weeks, he noticed improvements. His libido increased and his PSA levels dropped significantly. This simple change in preparation made all the difference in restoring his hormonal balance. The magic of cauliflower lies in sulforaphane, a potent antioxidant that can significantly impact testosterone levels. When cauliflower is lightly steamed, it activates sulforaphane, making it bioavailable for your body to use. This compound works by stimulating phase 2 detoxification enzymes, which help eliminate estrogenic metabolites, those pesky compounds that can mess with your testosterone production. Sulforaphane also protects the Leydig cells in your testes. These cells are responsible for producing testosterone, and they are vulnerable to oxidative stress by reducing oxidative damage. Sulforaphane helps keep these cells functioning at their best, which is essential for maintaining healthy testosterone levels. A small change in how we prepare our vegetables can unlock hidden health benefits that make a world of difference. By simply making sure that cauliflower is properly steamed, you get the most out of it, leading to improvements in prostate health, inflammation, and most importantly, his testosterone levels. Cauliflower, along with other often forgotten vegetables like tomatoes and sweet potatoes, can be life changers for your health. They may not be the flashy or trendy choices, but they're crucial players in maintaining hormonal balance, especially testosterone. Making conscious decisions about how you cook and what you eat can help you feel better, look better, and most importantly, protect your health for the long term. You don't need pills or expensive supplements. What's on your plate already holds the answers. The real solutions to maintaining vitality and hormone health are sitting right in front of you. With the right food choices and proper preparation, you can take control of your health and protect your testosterone levels for years to come. Be mindful of the vegetables you eat. By selecting the right ones and preparing them the right way, whether it's steaming cauliflower or incorporating other nutrient-rich foods, you're laying the foundation for lasting health. You don't need to rely on temporary fixes. True health starts with informed, thoughtful decisions about what you put on your plate. By making these small, simple changes, you can reclaim your energy, protect your testosterone, and take a proactive approach to your well-being. It's in your hands to make these decisions and get the most out of the food that's available to you. Gentlemen, you now hold the keys to protecting your vitality. Let's lock this down. Simply avoid or limit these 3. White potatoes. They can quickly spike insulin levels, leading to a testosterone dip. Eggplant contains compounds that interfere with testosterone production and hormone balance. Green or fried tomatoes contain a chemical that blocks your body from utilizing testosterone effectively. Embrace these hero swaps instead. Sweet potatoes. They're loaded with beta-carotene and antioxidants that support hormone health. Properly prepared cauliflower, steaming it instead of eating it raw, can help reduce inflammation and support testosterone levels. But here's what even most doctors miss: a tiny mineral called boron. It's your secret weapon. Boron frees trapped testosterone by lowering SHBG, sex hormone binding globulin, the more efficiently they can produce testosterone, helping to keep your levels stable. In addition to beta-carotene, sweet potatoes are rich in resistant starch, especially when they're cooled after cooking. Resistant starch is a type of prebiotic fiber that feeds the beneficial bacteria in your gut. This gut microbiota helps regulate inflammation throughout the body, and reducing systemic inflammation is key for hormone balance and overall vitality. But how you prepare sweet potatoes is just as important as what they contain. Overcooking them can destroy the very nutrients that make them so beneficial. When sweet potatoes are overcooked, the resistant starch breaks down, and with it, the prebiotic benefits that are crucial for your gut health. The best method is to bake them at 180 degrees C, 350 degrees F for about 45 minutes. This ensures they retain their nutrients. After baking, let them cool for a bit, then briefly reheat them when you're ready to eat. This process helps preserve both the beta-carotene and the resistant starch, ensuring you get the full hormonal anti-inflammatory benefits that sweet potatoes offer. Let me share a real-life example. Lionel, a 63-year-old man, had been struggling with persistent bloating and fatigue for months. He couldn't figure out why he was always feeling sluggish and uncomfortable, even though his diet seemed balanced. After further investigation, it turned out that one of his regular meals was sweet potato fries, but he wasn't preparing them correctly. Like many of us, he relied on microwaving his sweet potatoes, thinking it was the quickest and easiest way to enjoy them. However, this cooking method wasn't allowing the vegetables to retain their nutritional power. The high heat from the microwave actually broke down the resistant starch. Once we switched his method to baking sweet potatoes in the oven, then cooling them before briefly reheating them, everything changed. Within a few weeks, his bloating reduced, his energy levels spiked, and most impressively, his testosterone levels increased by 12%. This shift also helped reverse a condition known as dysbiosis, a gut imbalance that can lead to poor digestion, chronic inflammation, and even hormonal imbalances. The bake, cool, warm method is the best way to prepare sweet potatoes for maximum health benefits, especially if you're focused on boosting testosterone levels. Pair this method with a balanced diet that includes lean proteins and plenty of healthy fats to enhance the hormonal and anti-inflammatory benefits of sweet potatoes. And remember, taking the time to properly prepare your food isn't just about eating healthier, it's about empowering your body to function at its best. Lastly, we have cauliflower. It's often overlooked, but it's a secret